Ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime. Please enjoy the show.
It's the corner where the trees at.
Is this the passing of the torch, right? Is this what this signifies?
It comes down to that front office and what they feel is most important.
The champ is here. We've touched down from a higher plane. Why you made it here?
We always look forward to that week because it was always intense.
You know that we ain't coming back. We about to.
The man, the myth, the legend, Dante Hall. My favorite player growing up was Dante Hall. I love you guys in the show, but Dante was my guy.
Get to dashing because you done on the warfield.
It's week 6, and we've got a potential Super Bowl preview on deck for Sunday Night Football. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions under the bright lights. The Chiefs enter as a 1.5-point favorites, and you know Mahomes and company will be ready to rock on primetime. FanDuel has every angle covered, from Mahomes' passing props to Worthy's receiving yards to how this defense handles Jared Goff and that explosive Lions offense. Want even more action? Build your own same-game parlay and ride with Chiefs Kingdom all night long. With fast payouts and an app that's smoother than a Mahomes sidearm throw, FanDuel makes every snap feel bigger. And don't forget, every Friday on Chief Concerns, we drop our best 5-leg same-game parlay for the weekend, plus JD's 10 keys to victory, breaking down exactly how the Chiefs can take down Detroit under the lights. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today and make every snap count. Sunday Night Football, Chiefs, Lions, it doesn't get much better than this. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Keys and Cash with Jason Dunn and the Dash Brothers. So tonight, kind of a surprise for you guys. Well, not a surprise, but a few things. One, let me just get this out of the way. I was playing basketball Tuesday night. I got elbowed in the face. Wednesday, you guys can see because the color wasn't that bad, but it's gotten worse since Wednesday. So yeah, elbow go for
I was tired of his bets, so I gave him a little one of these.
No, it wasn't Teja. It was a guy that I played basketball with, and he was taller, and that's why sometimes you're a shorter guy going for a rebound. You're gonna get roughed up. I got a tooth knocked out 2 years ago going for a rebound, and then I got a black eye from my elbow. So that's what happens being the small man.
Marcus got really drunk after the Jacksonville game, went around drinking around local bars and yelling at people.
No, that's not what happened. But you're acting like a Mark Sanchez over here. That's not funny. What he did was horrible, but yeah.
It's both could be true.
So I have that. So that's what that is. If you are concerned about that, that is from basketball on Tuesday night. Didn't show Wednesday. She got worse yesterday, and then now I have a shiner on the eye. And then the bad news. And I want everyone to wish JD well. JD will not be making it to the episode tonight. JD is dealing with it. You guys have probably noticed he's been kind of dealing with. He's been sick over the last week or so. He went to get to the doctor, and he has a bronchial infection. So he's resting right now. Just relaxing. He's probably watching the show right now, but he is resting and relaxing as he gets better. So hopefully he can be back for our Sunday post-game show. But yeah, right now, so everyone wish JD well. Give him some well wishes. We love our guy JD. Hoping he is feeling better as we get to Sunday night. JD, drink some tea, take some honey, do what you gotta do, man, and hopefully you are feeling better for Sunday night. We love you, buddy. He said he's gonna send me a video on his thoughts on our bets. Haven't gotten that yet, so we might get that while we're doing the show. But yeah, so unfortunately, there is no keys to victory this week. You guys know, if you guys watched the show this past week, what we need to do to win the game. So no, yeah, unfortunately, no keys to victory this week, but you just got Teja and I doing the bets tonight for tonight's episode.
Poor JD. JD's getting out of bed slower than Chris Jones on that last play.
But JD's got an excuse because JD has his bronchial infection.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Jones no excuse, but Jones learned from it. It's a learning experience.
A learning experience in his 11th year in the league.
Yeah, his 15th year in the league. Yeah. All right, let's go through the chat. So yeah, everybody, wish JD give him some well wishes and prayers as he makes his way through this bronchial infection, and hopefully he's back with us Sunday night. So yeah, let's see who's in the chat before we continue on with the show. Greg Rose, my guys, anyone home? Oh, yeah. About time. What's going on, buddy? Hope you're doing well. I hope the wife is doing well. I know you said she's going to be coming home soon, so I hope she's you guys having a good time if she is back now this weekend. I couldn't remember if it was this weekend or next weekend, but hope you're doing well, buddy. Witchy Hall, what's going on, Witchy? Linda Hunter, what's going on? Drew A79, what's going on, Drew? Nice. Hannah, and everybody, we have to win this Sunday. Oh, yeah, we're going to. No doubt, we're going to. Will, yeah, you guys got Teja in here. Oh, yeah, there you go. I told him to take care of himself. Yeah, you guys, some of you guys knows at the end of the last episode that JD was not feeling well. See, I just thought maybe he's just, oblivious. I just thought he had allergies and, he hadn't been taking his allergy medication or whatnot. But, yeah, some of you guys are like, all right, JD, it's time to go to bed and get some sleep, get some rest. But, yeah, he's doing better. He's on the mend. Apparently the doctor said you're towards the end of this virus, but just get some rest for this weekend. Chiefs fan 1969, prayers up, JD. Yes, sir. JD's watching. JD's checking it all, and he's loving all the well wishes tonight, guys. Teja, take over, brother. Drew A79, Don Peterson, what's going on, buddy? Hannah and Greg Rose. So Teja, obviously, JD and I had a 3-hour epic on Wednesday night, a long episode. Just kind of going over the grades and then going over kind of previewing this game on Sunday. Obviously we talked about a lot of things, but one of the things, right, Lions are on pace to have a historic year, second highest scoring offense, second highest. They're on pace. They have the second highest total points in league history. So good offense. 2 years in a row we're seeing this. And then defensively, second in the league in sacks. They're kind of middle of the road, a little bit above middle of the road as far as stopping the run and pass, about 12th, I think, in both. So what are your general thoughts on going into this game? Because I'm seeing a lot of people saying, "Oh man, Chiefs are running into a juggernaut," but we ran into a juggernaut a couple weeks ago with Baltimore Ravens. Awesome offense. At the time, was the highest score in the league, and now obviously they're not. But what is your total takeaway on the Lions game this weekend?
The Lions have scored a lot. They've also played the Cincinnati Bengals, the Ravens, as we've seen, and Bears, who, they're probably the 3 bottom 5 teams in points allowed. I haven't looked it up, but I'm going to go ahead and guess that. All they need to do is play the Cowboys, and they'd be setting all-time records. They're a good team. I mean, they do a lot of things well. They're well coached. They don't give the ball away a lot. They do. I think they have been susceptible to the big play a little bit. But overall, they're a well-balanced team. I think it's going to be tough. I think overall this game is going to be I think the Lions' game plan is going to be probably similar to the Eagles' game plan against us. I think they're going to just try to keep the ball away from us. They are built. They're kind of like the Eagles in the way that they can play different kinds of ball. They can go to the more vertical game, and then they can go to more of the ball control game, right? I think whatever suits them and whatever the elements affair. So I think they're going to try to keep the ball away, and I think they're going to try to keep us from going deep. So that's going to be, I think, their game plan. Try to make the Chiefs earn it and try to keep them off the field, us off the field. So I think that's just how it's going to go, and my bet's kind of playing to that.
Yeah, I mean, what you mentioned, right? Like they're the teams they played, right? The Ravens at the time, everyone's like, okay, there's a good team. They just had bad luck with the Buffalo Bills and the Lions when they played. But you look at who they played: Joe Flacco, Browning, Caleb Williams. Obviously, we said the Ravens. Jordan Love. So right, that's the only quarterback who's beating him was Jordan Love. But like, I don't know. I feel like this team is just not. I don't want to say paper champs, but like. People are crowning them a little too early this year, and they haven't been tested yet. Now people want to say, "Oh, well, the Chiefs haven't been tested." Well, we found out last week the Jaguars are a legitimate team, right? They're not just some scrub team. But the Lions, outside the one game they played against the Packers, they haven't really been tested. The Browns aren't it. The Bengals aren't it, and the Bengals actually played pretty well against them last week. Yeah,
I mean, the Packers are by far and away their best opponent, and they got beat down by them. So it's like. Okay. And I'm trying to look at their other opponents to see who their opponents beat, right? Because we have like like the hockey assist type of clout in that, we beat the Giants, and the Giants have beaten Philly, and the Giants have beaten Chargers. So like the teams that we beat, although they're not all world beaters, they have signs of life, right? Baltimore's look terrible, and we know that. And Baltimore put up 30 against them, right? They actually made it a game. And Detroit actually didn't even, it's weird, Detroit killed them, but they didn't even go on like a highlight reel passing attack. It wasn't even aerial. Their ground game just killed them. I don't even think Goff had over 200 yards in that game or around there. So it's interesting that they're by far their best opponent beat them. Yeah, I still think they're a good team. I'm not as worried as I guess I should be, just based on like how things are looking. But I think we're better than our record, and I think they're not as good as their record, if that makes sense. I think they're more of like a 3-2 team. I think we're more of like a 3-2 team, to be honest. So I think we're pretty even. I think the spread is indicative of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get into the spread when we go to my bets, because one of my bets is it really like they betting experts always say you don't bet the team, you bet the number, and you bet the numbers that kind of go play into why the numbers are the way they are, and I'll go into that. And you might say if you are a non-Chiefs fan, you're watching the show, you're like, okay, well, this guy's betting the Chiefs here because he's a biased guy. But yes, I am biased. But also at the same point, I am going to be honest with you, and I will bet on the Chiefs when I think they're going to win. And in this game, I'll go over some of the numbers involved in this one. Like what you said, if you look at the teams they played, you go by scoring, because you mentioned their scoring. So Cleveland's tied for the lowest points per game. Cleveland is. The Bengals 30th in the league in scoring. So Cleveland's 32nd in the league in scoring per game. Cincinnati 30th. And then that's when you get into Chicago's 11th in scoring, Green Bay's 10th, and then Baltimore 6th. So two of the teams they've played are when you say bottom feeders, those are Cleveland and Cincinnati are bottom feeders. Yeah, Cleveland's got a good defense, but they are a bottom feeder in a lot of metrics outside of the run D and pretty much it. Yeah,
Cleveland beat the Packers, right?
Yeah, which makes no sense, man.
I know. I guess that's kind of like their version of the Giants beating Philly, right?
Well, it's weird because it's like this year, I would say everyone's so close. There's no team that's pulling out. Everyone thought Buffalo was going to be that team. They're not. Everyone thought Detroit was going to be that team. We saw them get beat down right out the gate. And I think there's probably consensus on, you could say the bottom teams of the league. You could probably say the three bottom teams, right? The Raiders, the Titans, and probably give me another team in there to throw in and say that's a bad team.
Carolina Saints.
But after that, it's like everyone's pretty close, man. Everyone's really close to each other. There's no team that's like, damn, like the top squad.
Yeah, I mean, we lost our undefeated team in week 5.
Yeah.
That's pretty early.
Yeah. Usually see you go at like week 8, week 7.
Yeah, at least one straggler left.
Yeah. True champ, worried about that creativity if we don't have the right people out there. Talking about Lions offense. Yeah, Chiefs fan for SoCal. Lions play calling is very creative. We must be ready and agile. Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, they have a good play caller. I know everyone thought they were going to lose a little bit of that when Ben Johnson left. In week 1, I remember everyone was saying, oh, yeah, Ben Johnson's gone. Detroit offense is done. And then look what we've seen the last few weeks. But again, they're playing nobodies. Jazzy D, hey, CC guys, and fellow Chiefs fans. Take care of that respiratory infection, JD. That's nothing to fool with. P.S. YouTube waiting for live stream malfunctioned. I don't know what that is. But I mean, everyone's in the live stream right now, so appreciate that. Yeah, right. True champ, worried about that. Okay, we got that. XL Raider, our friendly neighborhood Raider fan who hops on every now and then. 59-58. So he's got the Rams Chiefs game that you went to.
We're breaking records here, huh?
Yeah, it'd be fun. It's like a college basketball. It's like a
yeah.
I don't know, like a college basketball game right there. 59-58. Love that. I mean, I hope not. I hope our defense isn't that bad. And we'll have one more Norman Lott. I did want to get that before we do the bets. There was some things. Obviously, the final injury report came out today. Norman Lott's going to play. Everyone was a full practice participant, which is great to hear. However, this is so interesting. Christian Fulton, full participant, right? But then Andy Reid says we're gonna have to see how he looks pregame. I don't know about him yet. Kind of wavering on him. It's like, why are we wavering on Christian Fulton? I don't understand. Like,
Yeah, we could use him. We could use him for this game too.
We use him, and you can also utilize a little bit more snaps from Noel Williams.
Yeah.
But I don't get that. How does a guy play full practice all week, and then all of a sudden when he comes down, and he was one of our big-time offseason acquisitions, then coming to game time, Andy Reid's like, we'll see how he is on Sunday. But he's been a full practice participant.
That might mean they want to see how he's reacting to the full practice. If something flares up, if it didn't, go well after that. That's the only thing I can interpret from that. I'm looking, man, we have guys that are questionable after flights, okay? So they just want to see how things look after a full practice. If he can handle that and he looks okay, then he'll be okay for the game.
Yeah,
I hope he is.
I agree. No, yeah. I want to see him. I mean, because everyone was talking about, like, I know Noel Williams has been great, and Endeavors says, he says, I hope Noel has more than 4 snaps this week. Like, Noel's been great, and I want to see more of Noel. But that wasn't supposed to happen. Like, Noel wasn't supposed to get as many reps as he's already getting so far in the season. I want to see Christian Fulton, the big-time off-season acquisition, and that was a lot of people wanted to, everyone wants to see him play. Greg Rose, Norman Lott, we need him. That's like a sneaky big thing. He didn't play last week, and I think that kind of showed because he was progressing pretty good. It shows you how good he's come along with the fact that he didn't play in that game. You're like, oh, man, we got kind of dominated in the trenches there because we saw a little bit more of Derek Nottie, Jerry Tillery. We didn't, because he didn't play, so we didn't see a lot more of those guys. Are you surprised how impactful Norman Lott's been?
Kind of, yeah. I didn't think he'd be. I thought he'd be more of a project. But when you have glaring needs up front, I mean, yeah, anyone with a pulse is going to be missed, I guess. Our front's a problem in a bad way. So, yeah, I hope he makes a difference. I don't want to put so much pressure on him to be our savior of our D-line, a rookie, especially one who's going to probably come along slowly. But, hey, we need everything we can get up there, and maybe Lott can stay on his feet and tap someone when they fall on the ground.
That would be a huge help if someone could do that.
And not tap out.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I had to get them in. I wasn't on your all your the shows this week, so I wanted to get, I'm sure you guys had your plenty of Chris Jones talk, but
we had Chris Jones talk, but it was more JD was defending Chris Jones because he's heard a lot of flack on Chris Jones, which I've seen it overboard stuff about how Chris Jones needs to go and all that stuff. It's like, okay, like, all right. You think the defense is bad now? Wait till Chris Jones is not playing. Even
Well, yeah, I mean that stuff's ridiculous, though. I just I wouldn't even comment on commenters. Just we're not getting rid of them. It's ridiculous. People want to jump to conclusions. It's a bad moment. It was a really bad moment, and just get better. That's it. Really,
it puts Nottie in the middle, which isn't good for us. Yeah, no, I don't want to see Derek Nottie. Man, well, probably one of the
not a Nottie.
Yeah, not a Nottie. Chiefs from SoCal 49. Hey, appreciate the contribution, buddy. Yeah, there you go, Teja, a SoCal Chief fan.
Hey, man, we're SoCal. We're givers out here, We're charitable.
Greg Rose, he is fine. CJ still in May. Yeah, still loves Chris Jones. And obviously, I think he's gonna be coming out with a vengeance this Sunday.
That's great. I love that.
So. Yeah. And last time we played them, we didn't see Chris Jones. We did see Chris Jones. He was in the bleachers the last time we played him.
Yeah.
2 things. Kelsey had the bone bruise. He didn't play in that game, and then also Chris Jones was in the bleachers with his agents.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Will wants a ring. Okay. Chiefs favorite SoCal. You get it, buddy. You get it, buddy.
You should.
There you go. Appreciate the contribution, man. All right. So yeah. I guess we'll get to the bets now. So let's take a gander at what we had last week. So Teja and I both bet on the Chiefs winning. So Teja took them -2.5. I just took them winning, and that did not happen. So right away, lost there. Travis Kelce exceeded 40 yards, exceeded 30 yards. So Teja and I hit there. We threw 41 times, so Teja hit that. Brenton Strange left the game really early, so I did not hit that. Juju did not hit his 30 yards. Worthy did not get 50 yards receiving. He's very close, though, but he did not get 50 yards receiving. Kareem Hunt, 30 yards rushing and he also had a 35-yard run who got that right away. So I was feeling pretty good about that. Then Strange got hurt shortly thereafter. And then, Teja had the total under 51.5, which it was
unfortunately not.
Yeah. A high scoring one. And this week's going to be another high scorer again, based on the line there. But yeah, so on the season so far, Teja's 13-24. I am 12 of 24. So we're hovering around the 50% marker right now. So yeah. Bad week. Probably one of our, I wouldn't say our worst week. I think we've had a few. I don't think we've had any 1 weeks yet. Maybe we've all had.
I think so.
I think it's all 2 for 4s and 2 for 5s and whatnot. I got the notes here. Yeah. Not bad. I'll take it. I don't know where my notes are, but anyway. All right. So Tej, let's take a look at what you got for week 6, baby.
Let's do it. So Goff 220 plus. So he's done this in 3 out of 5. The games he didn't, they absolutely obliterated the Browns, and their run game absolutely obliterated the Ravens. I don't see either of those things happening this weekend. So we've allowed 2 out of 5 QBs to go 220, but we're also a really tough team to do that metric with, just because we played Russ 1 week, Lamar left the game the next week, and then Hurts' anemic passing attack. So I believe Goff's metrics are extremely good this year. That whole outdoor-indoor split's a little overrated. Last year, he was actually one of the top outdoor quarterbacks. This year, I think he's middle of the road. So that whole he can't play outdoors thing is a myth. I don't buy that. High completion rate. Someone mentioned that earlier. I think they'll have to dink and dunk. I don't think the running game is going to be. I think it'll be effective for keeping the ball in their hands for a lot of the game. I don't think they're going to dominate us like they dominated the Ravens, though. I think they're going to be, adequate. They're going to keep at it, good enough to keep running it, but not good enough to a point where he won't be able to pass the ball. He's going to have to move the ball. And 220, I think, is a pretty reasonable number. This is an interesting one for me. So I chose a 9.5 over in the first quarter. I am very confident in the way we're going to come out this game. I wanted to choose a first drive touchdown, which was actually the odds of it weren't even that great, which made me even want it even more. You can't do that with the same game. So 9.5 over first quarter. So the interesting thing is Lions games, they've allowed, they've gone over this 4 out of 5 times, 9.5 in the first quarter. And we have not scored a first drive touchdown all season. I think that ends here. I think we come out really focused. I think we come out hot out of the gates. And I think the Lions answer back with at least 3 points before the first quarter is over. Under 55.5. So it is a really high over-under. This is not the over-under. I bought some points. So we're dealing with 2 out of the five best teams at giveaways. So neither team gives the ball away that much. I believe the Lions' game plan is going to be control the clock, keep it in their hands, keep the ball away from us, while preventing a big play when we have the ball. So mix in those game plans, no turnovers. I think you have a recipe for an under. I still think it'll be high scoring for NFL standards. I think it'll be like 27-24 type game. So it's going to be close to this, but I just gave myself a little breathing room. Kelce 5+ receptions. I think we have one more week to take Kelce's overs and feel good about them before who comes back. Like I said, the Lions will try and prevent big plays. That means a lot of underneath think and dunk games. That means one more for the Gipper, one more for the Kelce. Montgomery, 10+ carries. 4 out of 5 games he's hit this. The only one he didn't, he had 9 carries for 12 yards. It just wasn't working that game. I don't think he kills us on the ground. I think he is effective enough for them to keep going to him, especially if they try to get into, I think is going to be just third and manageable. They're just going to try to run the clock down, move the chains. They'll run it on third down. Heck, they're going to go for it on fourth down a few times. I just think that means more carries from Montgomery. 25 to win 425.
It's a big one for you, and what you have is the mix of the when you do an over and an under in the same bet, that's huge for you. So you have over 9.5 points in the first quarter, but then you have the under for the game, which right away right there, that's that shoots up your odds for that bet.
You like that, huh?
I do like that. The only thing I hesitate there is this game might be a 34 to 30 kind of game, so that I see it
could be.
That's scary. Especially if both teams do have a monstrous first quarter, and it's like, oh shoot, we're in for it, And hey,
we go through lulls, and I think Spag's also really good at adjusting usually too. So they do have early success. I can see Spags adjusting, and then we always go through, even if we have early success, we always go through 2 to 3 possessions in that second to third quarter range where we kind of don't look like the same team.
Yeah. No, so I just looking at the bets, the one. So obviously, I love Montgomery. I was talking with JD about this week. I don't know how much they're going to go back to that blueprint they had against us. That's 2 years ago. It's a totally different team. But that was the kind of the how Jaguars had their like marquee win last week against us. That win against us was that Lions marquee win in that like Dan Campbell run, right? That beating us that opening game. That was like their version of the Jags game this past week. I do like they went to Montgomery big time in that game. He had 21 carries for 40 or 70 something yards. Gibbs only 7 carries in that game. That was Gibbs' rookie season, so like he wasn't the guy yet. I believe Kelsey's been really efficient this year. I could see the 5 catches for sure. My only thing is I love the 9.5 points the first quarter because I agree with you. My only thing is I hate first half bets and I hate first quarter bets because
I know
that's a hit. You're done. That's it. Game over.
Yeah. Hey, you would have loved the other one I almost went with, which is a Pacheco. It was either a Pacheco first carry over 3.5 yards or Pacheco first 5 carries over 17.5 yards, which he has hit in 4 out of 5 easily too. How crazy is that?
The second one was Pacheco's first 5 carries.
First 5 carries over 17.5 yards.
Huh. That's
and he's hit that. So I'll give you some stats on that just because it's fun. In the 5 games this year, Pacheco's 5 carries, first 5 carries resulted in 25, 12, 28, 26, and 31. Like 80% of his yards come in the first 5 carries of his games. Because he's only averaging like 35 a game.
Because they don't usually, he only gets like 7 carries anyway. So his next 7, the next 2 are like,
most of his yards come in those. So like, it goes to show you, he gets in a rhythm early. He's looking good. They get away from him, and he sucks after that.
Well, and he only gets like 2 or 3 carries after that.
And his first carry of each game, 4 yards, 7 yards, 8 yards, 1 yard, and 16 yards.
Huh. Yeah.
Anyway.
Goff, every game, so he's gotten that besides 2 games this year. I was looking at that number as well. So the Browns game and the Baltimore game did not get that number. That's kind of scary. What's over 3 for 5 this year on that?
He didn't have to. But there's a reason for that, right? The Baltimore game, he didn't have to.
No, you're right.
They're not going to do that against us.
The thing that's interesting about this game with the Lions, like versus every other quarterback we played this year. So every quarterback we played this year been mobile guys. Goff's the first statue we've played this year.
Yeah.
And honestly, you don't really see that many. Goff's kind of like a last of a dying breed, man. You don't see quarterbacks who are statues anymore. Like the closest thing to a statue is Trevor Lawrence. He's an athletic guy, and he tore his support.
He got him twice to score a touchdown.
Yeah, and if you look at Goff in the past, Goff against us with the Rams, he had a rushing touchdown that Monday night game in the Coliseum.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely see Goff having 220. 220 is not really that hefty of a number anyway, so you should be able to do that. But unless you think it's a overcorrection game coming where the Chiefs defense plays really good this week and they kind of shut down the entire game of the Lions.
Yeah, I mean, even so, I mean, if you think about it, like it's either going to be extremely low scoring and both offenses struggle. I don't see that happening. If we score a lot, he's going to have to score more, right? Or let's say we kill them, then he'll have garbage time yards. So either way, like most of those will end in him throwing the ball a good amount.
I saw a stat earlier, which kind of scared me a little bit. Actually, that's not scared me as far as like. So apparently, this is this year, I believe. So Goff against the blitz, showing 8. With recent statistics showing an 82% adjusted completion percentage, 9.8 yards per attempt, and 5 touchdowns with a 143.8 rating when blitzed this season. So, I mean, which is an interesting. It's interesting because we don't get pressure unless we blitz. So
Right.
The fact that he's doing so well this year, and in years past, he wasn't really that good of a quarterback against the blitz. He's only become that over recent years, and this year is his best year so far. I mean, obviously it's still early in the season, but we're talking about 143.8 passer rating when blitz this season and 5 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. That's interesting, which also plays well to your bet, I would say. So that's something to watch out
Also
for.
plays well into Amon-Ra catching a lot of short passes.
Exactly. Yeah, them to be adjusted for it. And again, like JD and I talked about this week, the Lions defensive coordinator was Kelvin Shepard. Kelvin Shepard was a Spagnuolo linebacker, very similar kind of schematically wise to Spags. In the same way, it's an advantage for us. Spags can say, "Oh, this is what they like to run." It's kind of very similar to what we see all year long. Similar on their end too, whereas Goff's seeing that same kind of same kind of schematic stuff all year long as well. So it works both ways. So yeah, all in all, I do like your bets. I'm just scared about the first quarter thing. That's the only thing I'm scared about.
Sure, so am I.
What do you guys think of the bets? I want to hear things, any comments you guys have. Chiefs fans from SoCal, agree with your picks, except the number of points. We will get 40. Pat's going to pick the corners apart. I mean, they are depleted in the secondary, so they were down their number 1, 2, and 3 cornerbacks. Branch is going to be a game time decision. So interesting to see how our offense can kind of go against this horrid secondary.
Yeah, and like I said, they've given up the big play. I just think they're going to sell out to not allow it. Try to keep as many deep as possible and try to funnel it all in short ones. Make us earn it the long way, especially, they've seen Pat throw 2 red zone interceptions. They're like, hey, if you make him throw 8 to 10 times on a drive, he's more likely to throw a pick.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. And yeah, no, I agree. It's going to be the score of the game is just so crazy, man. That's a high total points for an NFL game, especially for us. In recent years, we haven't been getting to this 53 number or 52.5, whatever it is.
Yeah. It's 28. It's 28-24 pretty much.
Yeah. Greg Rose is going to be a Hollywood game. Yeah, Greg, I was going to add Hollywood, but he wasn't. I think it's because of the Worthy stuff. So
no one was available to me except for Kelsey.
Over the last 2 hours, I saw Kelsey and Worthy were available, but nobody else. Oh, you can do Pacheco's yards as well, receiving wise, which is like 7.5.
Let me go right on my phone for that one.
But Greg Rose, I don't have Hollywood in my bet, but when it does come up, the 30 yards for Hollywood has been undefeated so far this year. He's 5 for 5 and 30 yards for him. And then going back to last year, I think he's only 3 games where he didn't have 30 yards in the time he played with us. So that's a good bet. Hollywood 30 yards receiving plus is a really good bet. If that does open up for me at some point, I will do that. Greg goes, they're weak at left tackle. Yeah, it's not the same old Lions offensive line that we have seen in the past. They're kind of banged up there. They're kind of a banged up team overall, defensively and offensively as well. Don Pierce, if we leave holes like we did last week, why not get some? All right, okay. If Chiefs D applies outside pressure, Goff will tremble and mess up. That's the thing, though, right? It's like, I thought that, but then when you look at his numbers against the blitz this year, he's playing really well against the blitz. So
pressure without blitzing.
They're going to need to.
Which we have not been able to do. So, hey, again, we need all the help we can get with Norman Lott back.
Yeah. Yeah. Will, Teja's going to pay my car note this month with these picks. I mean, hey, I'll say 25 or 425 is a big one for you. I think that might be your record for your bet.
A lot.
It's a lot. That will get sharper. Yeah. I think this might be one of Pat's best games.
I think he'll get sharper too. I'm just going into it as a Lions coordinator thinking, okay, like, we have something here. He's thrown picks at the end of these long drives. You have to just keep making him throw the ball. They're gonna make us earn it. I don't think we're gonna have as many long plays as as I think people are thinking just because they have injury problems. And you know what? I mean, to be honest with you, I heard some stats today. Our deep ball, though, I mean, yeah, it's been there and we're trying it. It hasn't been that good statistically. Like I think we're on long plays, on long passes. I think he's 12 of 24, 12, 26 for like 200 something yards and like one touchdown. Because think of those long passes. They haven't resulted in a lot of touchdowns, have they? No. How many long touchdown passes have we had?
I think just the bomb to Taekwon, right?
That was it, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Greg Rowe says the points are a problem, Teja. I don't think they will hold us down. I mean, but even so, though, right? I think, Teja can still hit this if you do think, well, the Chiefs blow them out 40-14, 42-14, or not 14, 42-10, or 35-20. I mean, we Teja hits that bet there. So,
30-24, I hit the bet.
Yeah.
It's a high scoring game.
It is.
I mean, 28-24, 27-24. I mean, those all hit.
Yeah. No, I
31-23.
I just see that 52.5, and I see a lot of people are going to take the under. So for me, I probably would have gone I would have done the opposite of what you did, which probably would have given me that much points. I would have done 49.5 and over that. Like over 49.
Yeah, I thought about going like, like over. I probably would have done like over. I probably would have done like over 46.5.
Okay.
Which would give me the 24 to 23 type game.
Yeah.
27-21.
Yeah.
It would give me those type of games. So I just, in the end, I think I chose the juice.
Yeah, which is very unlike you. So I'm glad you're, being reckless for this one. Not reckless, but you know what I mean. All right, so now my bet here. So this is my bet for week 6, guys. So my bet's not as spicy as Teja's as far as 25 to win 425. 25 to win 3 7, not bad though. So okay, we got Mahomes 25 yards rushing. So Detroit, second best pass rush in the league. So opportunities to bail out and scramble for Pat this week. 3 of 5 quarterbacks who have gone against Detroit have exceeded this number. Caleb Williams, Browning, which the fact that Browning had over 25 yards rushing should show you, okay, they're susceptible against the run against slow quarterbacks, and Mahomes is faster than Browning. So if Browning can do it, I think Mahomes can do it. So, Browning, Caleb, and Lamar all had over 25 yards rushing against them. Mahomes this year, in 5 games, 3 times he's gone over this number. And the last time he played against Detroit in this vaunted pass rush, 6 carries, 45 yards. So I like that. I like 25 yards for him is gold this week. Next up, we got Amon-Ra St. Brown, 7+ catches. Amon-Ra, 7+ catches. So out of 5 games this year, 4 of the 5 games he has exceeded. He's gotten 7 or more in this one. 7 out of the last 10 games going back to last year. He's gotten 7. He's gotten 7+ catches. Chiefs have okay. So this is interesting. So in the 5 games we've played, we've only allowed 2 receivers to get this number. And that was Keenan Allen had 7 catches in week 1, and then Zay Flowers had 7 catches against us in the Baltimore Ravens game. So only 2 guys who do it. I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown, I believe, is number 3 overall in catches in the season as far as receptions wise. I do think if we do bring a heavy blitz, I think Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to be their safety valve to kind of get a lot of those underneath stuff against us. And, they definitely watched footage of that Chargers game where they had a lot of underneath stuff. And we really haven't played a receiver like this yet. And the interesting thing is Amon-Ra is kind of a combination of Zay Flowers and Keenan Allen. That's the funny thing about that. He's a combo of both those guys, and those are the only 2 guys who got 7+ catches. So I don't know. Don Pearson, if McDuffie's on him, well, the thing is, as we saw last week, McDuffie doesn't follow receivers. BTJ was going against.
And they move him everywhere, so
yeah.
That's pretty tough, yeah.
So then number 3 is Kareem Hunt, 30-plus rushing yards. I'm going to continue to ride with this guy until he's no longer a Chief, man. I'm going to ride with Kareem Hunt till the end, baby. I love this guy.
I like this guy, man.
I love this guy. So Kareem Hunt, 30-plus yards rushing, 4 out of 5 games this year. The O-line's playing better. We saw in the second half of the game, they really committed to him in the red zone. And really, red zone. So let's say we get to the red zone multiple times, a couple carries of red zone, 4 times a red zone with 6 to 7 yards each time on those visits there. You gotta love that. As longest run of the season, so I do think the running game is starting to get more refined. I mean, Kareem had a 35-yard run, was his longest run in 7 years. And it looks like he's like kind of, getting back. Pacheco's getting back. All those guys are starting to feel themselves. So I do love that. Detroit, 4 out of the last 5 running backs they've played have eclipsed 50 yards rushing in a game. So whoever the feature back is gets at least 50 yards rushing. The way we do things with our running game between Kareem Hunt and Pop, I don't know. I don't know who's going to be the main guy, but I feel like Kareem's actually had more carries in total in the season than Pop has. So I feel like Kareem, lead back, he can definitely get 30 yards rushing. So that's where I'm at. So 4 out of 5 times this year. Number 4, Travis Kelce. So Teja had 5 catches for Travis Kelce. So if he gets 5 catches, then he should get 40 yards receiving. So I have 40 yards receiving for Kelce. 4 out of the last 5 times, 4 out of the last 5 games this year, he's had 40-plus yards. Now, the thing is, they're pretty good at tight ends, guarding tight ends. The only tight end that really dominated them this year was Mark Andrews, who had 6 for 91 and 2 touchdowns. And that was a really high-scoring game. So if it's the same kind of pace, and again, they're a team that's depleted in the secondary. Brian Branch might not even play, so the guy who would be probably guarding him is not playing in this game, potentially. And if he is playing, he's going to be hurt. Secondary's depleted. I like Kelce to go against a depleted secondary to get 40 yards receiving. So I'm really into Travis Kelce for 40 yards receiving. Yeah. And then number 5, so Chiefs money line. So Chiefs winning this game is where I have it. So again, I'll give you a few stats here. So Mahomes on Sunday Night Football in his career is 14-2 on Sunday Night Football. So Patrick Mahomes on Sunday Night Football with Chris Collinsworth calling the game, he's 14-2. So which is a nice stat there. 14-2. He's already 1-0 in the season playing on Sunday Night Football. So I love that. Here's where I think it's interesting. So the Chiefs opened up as a 1.5-point favorite. The game Monday night happens. And people, the betting public, so not the sharks, not the professional bettors, the betting public is all over Detroit. 80% of the money, 78% of the money is on Detroit in this line for the game. But however, that line went from 1.5 to 2.5. That doesn't happen. Usually, when a team hammers one other team, it goes the opposite way. It should be a pick 'em right now. It should be 2.5 based on the money that's in this matchup. So pro bettors are taking the Chiefs this week, and so am I. I'm going Chiefs, especially against a very depleted secondary that the Detroit Lions have. I see Chiefs dominating this game and rolling in this one. So that's 25 smack to win 307-63. Teja, what are your thoughts on this one, man?
Yeah, Mahomes 25. I haven't bet on a lot of him running this year, but yeah, I do agree. He's gonna have to kind of get out there and move a little bit with the pass rush being fierce. I love the St. Brown one. I think he has 7. Even if not a ton of yards, I think he could still have 7. Just because I think they're going to have to, especially we do blitz. I doubt Spags gives a damn about the metrics about how good Goff is. He's going to test it. So he is going to blitz them, and I think that does going to mean a lot of short, quick passes. Hunt 30, man. He's had this Kareem Hunt guy, man. This guy, you hand the ball off to him every time. He gets 30 plus. He's got 30 plus in his last 4 games. I think he's red hot in that 30 plus zone, and we don't care that he's not pulling out 5 yards a carry every time. So I think it's a good bet at this point. I think it's safe. You got the you got the pattern there. Every time he has 7 or more carries, he gets 30 plus. Kelsey 40 plus, I think is good. I don't think he's going to have a ton. I think he'll have probably like low 50s, but if he has 5 catches, I think he'll pull out 40. And I like Chiefs money line. I do think we win. And I noticed you didn't try just buying like 1 point, taking plus 3.5 for the insurance. You went right for it. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is with the 80% of the money on right away, I knew it was fishy, right? Even before the because I made that advertisement, the FanDuel advertisement, the day of our Jags game, that Monday game, because the line has already been out. And at first, I'm like, we're already a 1.5 point favorite against the Lions. I was like, that's kind of interesting because everyone's kind of still not really buying us yet, and everyone's loving the Lions. And I'm like, that's very interesting. And then we lose. And then next day I wake up and it goes from 1.5 to 2.5 points. I'm like, how the heck how's that even possible? How do we go from 1.5 to 2.5 if there's a loss? Then I look at the money and 80% is on Detroit, and it's like, and we've only grown as a favorite. I thought that right there was a dead giveaway that we were going to win this game. And I'm trying to tell people I think Chiefs is the lock of the weekend for me, just based on the line and based on where the betting public is. To be quite honest with you, just a good money line. Forget the spread. I just wanted to take us to win.
Yeah, especially it's moving in the opposite direction of where it should be going based on money, right?
Yeah.
That means they like it coming in.
Well, because you have everybody who's taking, Detroit. I'll take Detroit in the points. I'll take Detroit as a dog. I'll take that. Greg Rose, yes, but it opened up at 1.5 points, Greg, and now I believe it's 2.5. Yes, make sure it is 2.5.
Even if it even if it stays where it is though, and the money's pouring in, that tells you something too. It doesn't have to move in the wrong direction. Staying where it is when there's a lopsided amount of money is always alarming too. So
and based on what I looked at, so I saw 78% of the money was on. Like pretty much everything is in the Lions' favor right now as far as the where the money is lying in this game. Let me do one more last little due diligence.
Yes, Mike Brennan, that was me doing Gruden. That's right.
What?
He asked if that was my John Gruden impression.
Oh yeah, that's his thing.
Yeah.
So money line wise, 78% of the money is on the Lions to win this game outright. Spread wise, 79% of the money is on the Lions to win this game or to cover that 2.5 points. So the fact that much money is coming in on the Lions and the spread's going the opposite way just it doesn't make any sense. So, yeah. Okay, so there you go. We got a video in from our guy JD too, because as we get to the point where JD makes his prediction, we got JD video. He just sent it to me. Hold on, let me pull this up. See where he thinks. If I know my JD, I think I know my JD. I think JD's gonna go with your bet, Teja. He sees the juice. He's gonna see the juice. He's gonna like the juice, and I don't blame him for liking the juice.
Yeah.
All right, let me pull this up here. Okay, so JD, here we go. The results are in. JD is going to make his more. And I haven't seen this yet, guys, so here we go. This is JD giving us his input here. All right, so JD, what do you have, JD, in this matchup here, bud?
What's up, Chiefs Concerns family? I'm sure Marcus has told you I am still a little bit under the weather. My voice still hadn't gotten back to where it needs to be. I know I got a little deep voice, but it's still a little bit in there. I'm sure y'all can tell. So I'm here, first off, be back on Sunday for sure, Sunday night, to talk about this game, this victory that the Chiefs will have. And, of course, I got to give you that fire before the game, baby. It's going to be sometime in the afternoon. I'll let y'all know as far as the keys of victory. We got to get that down. Now, I'm actually here to talk about the Dash brothers and their bets and how this is going to look coming this weekend. And so I'm going to go over it, okay? So we're going to start with Teja. We're looking at Jared Goff, 220 passing yards. I do believe he'll have that. Number 2, over 9.5 first quarter points. That's definitely a possibility. Third is total points under 55.5.
Not gonna like that.
I don't know, man. 2 high-powered outfits. It's going to be tough to stop that. Kelsey's 5+ catches. I do believe it's going to happen. And Montgomery 10+ carries. I do believe that's going to work. $25 for $425. Ooh, Teja, I see it. Living on the wow side this week. Love it. Okay, let's go to Marcus's. Mahomes, 25.5, 25+ rushing yards. Do believe that's going to happen. Amon St. Brown, 7+ catches. It's a little question there. We go good to get some number 1 receivers. I think we're going to lock him down this week. We'll have to see. Hunt, 30+ rushing yards. I do believe that's going to happen. He's been eating. Kelsey, 40+ receiving yards. That's a done deal. And number 5, Chiefs money line. We know the Chiefs going to pull this victory out. That is no doubt. 25 for 307.63. Not bad. So for me, I have to go with the Marcus on this one, Terry.
No.
Sorry, Tej. Sorry about that, my brother. Listen, love you both. Love y'all Chiefs Concerns family. I will see y'all later. Oh, I changed my mind. I think I'm going to actually go with Teja this week.
Whoa!
Sorry, Marcus. But when I'm looking at it, I do believe the game, the score of the game, 31-24, Chiefs win. The defense has a reason. They have a fire lit underneath them. Chris Jones has a fire lit underneath them. They're going to make it happen. That's going to be under 55.5. That's why I changed it. We'll be ready. Sorry, Marcus.
Oh, my God.
Love you all. Love you, brothers.
Wow, JD with a curveball.
We need the wrestling like Ross voice over the bag. Oh my God! What the hell? He totally changed his mind. What the hell's going on here? I can't believe what I just witnessed.
Wow, I was not expecting that all when it went the cut back into it. Wow. So JD sat on your prediction there, and he was, you know what? Teja's right about that with the 31-24.
He looked at the crowd, grabbed the chair, and then hit you in the back.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I'm like celebrating, like looking at the crowd.
I'm even surprised, but I'm like that. I put my hand out.
Oh man. Well, JD, I hope you get better, man. It looks like you're on the mend, and he says he'll be back Sunday night, so we'll see JD back Sunday night. So I hope he gets his rest this weekend, relax, get some R&R, get some tea, get some soup in you, and you'll be all right. I can't believe JD switched it on me. Wow.
I love it.
It was good, though. I like that. I like that.
Oh, man. It's funny. I knew which one of mine he wouldn't like, and it was the over-under, but I guess he already had like a score in mind when he was like, I guess when you see under, you're thinking like, oh, it's going to be lower scoring. But you're like, dude, 55, it's a lot. So he probably was just like, oh, man, that's actually that's under my total. So why not?
Man, JD, whew, I can't believe he did that to me.
Yeah, dude.
Because last week he went with you. It's 2 weeks in a row he's gone with you. JD's usually go 2 weeks in a row picking somebody. Usually, he tries to play, but I respect it. He thought about it, and that was thorough thought.
Oh, the combination of being under and the do-re-mi's being right.
Well, I'll tell you what, he'll never bet on your first quarter bet, so that does not hit in the first quarter this week.
Yeah,
you'll never do him again, I bet.
Well, I mean, look, if everyone's thinking it's going to be this high-scoring affair, no one should have a problem with my first quarter bet. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
People are expecting 75-40, so I mean, unless you expect 80 points to be scored in the the final 3 quarters, there's going to have to be scoring in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's okay.
And how many weeks are we not going to have a first drive touchdown? That used to be like a staple of ours.
Wait, I know. Yeah, now it's just continuous. Yeah, I mean,
6 weeks. We're gonna have 6 without it.
Yeah. No, it's bound. All things are bound to break, right? So that trend will break hopefully. JD, thank you, fellas. Love you guys. Had to switch it up. Love you too, buddy. You know what, JD? Just because you did that, I'm gonna make an announcement on the show right now. So this week, 2 weeks from now, is my friends in the DC area is hosting a Halloween party. And I know what I was going to be for Halloween this year. My girlfriend's not going to be in town, so I don't have to do a couple's costume. I can just do my own costume. So I was thinking about it. I was like, So back in 2017, I did a Baker Mayfield, Oklahoma Sooners costume. And Baker Mayfield's been he's been irrelevant ever since. And I have a Baker Mayfield Creamsicle Buccaneers jersey. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be Baker Mayfield, the Tampa Bay Creamsicle version for Halloween this year. So JD, there you go, buddy.
Wow.
I'm sure he's going to love that. And I will post the photos for all you guys to see. When I do dress up.
You should wear it for the Halloween weekend show.
I should on the 31st. I should actually.
Isn't 31st a Friday?
It's Friday. Yeah, I'll wear the same.
The betting show is perfect for that.
Yeah, so on the 31st, I will bring back that same Baker Mayfield costume for our show. People are gonna be if you've watched the show for the first time, you're gonna be thrown off that a guy's wearing a Buccaneers uniform during a Chiefs show, but nonetheless, that'll be funny to see, and I can't wait to see JD's reaction to that one. I'm even gonna grow out the scruff and everything. I'm gonna have the whole shabam.
Yeah,
Everything.
eat Popeyes too.
Well, I mean, I don't. Popeyes. I haven't even seen it. First of all, I haven't seen that Baker Mayfield Popeyes commercial since that one commercial we saw in the summertime.
No, I've definitely seen during the season.
I haven't seen it at all, which is kind of wild. Well, when you were here in August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sasha says you can be Buccaneer Bruce. But all right, guys. Well, that does it for us on this Friday evening. We hope everybody enjoys their weekend. We hope everybody enjoyed the show tonight. I know JD was not here, but JD, came in at the end with a nice special treat for us and a nice confusion there with got me in the back, man. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. JD says that little video wore my voice out. Okay, well, JD, relax, drink some tea, get some honey. You'll be all right, buddy. We love you, man. And yeah, so everyone, we'll see you guys Sunday. Post-game show. So after that Sunday night game at midnight, we'll be on here talking about the dub against the Detroit Lions and yeah, bracing for the Monday morning shows where everyone says the Chiefs are back again. So
I hope so. The sky's going to either be falling or we're going to be flying high. One of the two.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
Either way, be here for it.
I think we're going to win big time. I'm honestly, I might just bet solo on the Chiefs just winning and putting a good amount of money on it.
Okay.
I don't know. I'd be in too much of a bad mood afterwards.
You switched faster than JD did.
I don't know. I thought about how the way I felt after Monday night when all I needed was the Chiefs to win. I would have won $700, and I was really upset going into our postgame show. But it's okay. So yeah, we'll see you guys Sunday. Hope everyone enjoys college football, enjoys the weekend with the family, and we'll see you guys Sunday night after the Detroit Lions and Chiefs game. Love you all, everybody. JD, feel better, bud, and everyone. We'll see you next time. Take it easy, buddy. Love you, man.
Later. Love you.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.